So part 2, stick some levels on here. I let the video go on a bit long last time, and it's going to take 2 hours to upload, so plenty of time to do this. But high and the low, oh, we don't need it on the current candle. Well, it wouldn't hurt to have it on the low actually of this month, or the high, to be honest with you, because we know they're areas that have stopped the price. So low of the previous month, that's February, high of the previous month. We should also do some over here. Anything below the price will affect the price and potentially get tested as support, as you know. Anything above will affect the price, old resistance levels, and that's why you'll often see they double up, because they've been tested before but they've not been broken or used as support. These are big monthly levels. You can put another couple on just for good measure. Actually, we don't need to do, I don't know whether I did that one or that. No, we didn't do that one. See, there's a new level there, and one on the low, although I can't see it getting down to that level for a while. Weekly, one eye on these as well, of course. So it looks like we're in a sort of pullback scenario. We can tell that by the ascending trend line situation as well. Pullback scenario potential for the longs. Severely strong long trend in place here. Most of these will be doubled up with the because we're on the weekly now, doubled up with the monthly levels. I've put one on this week's weekly low as well, because that's obviously some sort of support. It's up to you whether you want to do that or not. Excuse me. I would normally go and do all the levels over there, but I've got a bias for this for the short side, oddly enough, and I'll tell you why. Well, we can clearly see we're into this verified resistance up here, and I'm only talking short-term shorts, literally today. We can do another tighter ascending trend line here. As I said in the previous videos, trend lines are discretionary, but once you get into the habit of drawing them onto your charts and watching price react to them, and even like yesterday, now I've just discounted that spike down there. You can't really see it on this chart. We should get rid of this actually. I don't know why these are on there again. I just don't use them. Well, I'm using them less and less, should I say. I used to use them. H4, loads of levels in there. We can zoom in now and get these properly. H4, the previous high. Notice the indicators are telling us we're bearish, and this is just now pullback on the short selling. Previous H4 high. This is important as well. Low, high, high, low, high, high. So we've broken the low of that last candlestick trend scenario there, and close through it. This would be the same scenario here. Low, high, high, low, high, high. We're always looking at the last 2 candles that you can sing that song. So this is very bearish in my opinion. Only short term, but it is a strong pullback. High, low. Now we're doing the swings. High, low, lower high, lower low. We're really just in phase 4. Swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, swing 4 of the downward trend. And you can clearly see where the trend started to the upside around about here, because it's just a long number of green candles really. So we could draw a level over there, and that's where I'd expect this to potentially pull down to, if indeed the downtrend does continue. And now we get into the H1 nuts and bolts. Clearly see that trend still low, high, low, lower high, lower low, old, support, all of this stuff here, 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 here is currently acting as resistance. That's why I've got a short bias, and we could now push up another, potentially from where we are, another 1100 pips, well, not 1300 is it, it's 113, 140 pips, spike up a little bit, but critically not break that level there, and still the downtrend would still be intact as far as I'm concerned. So 160 pips to the long side. Remember, all this was accumulation, so but there is a lot of it, so they've brought in all the buyers, and then they run out of buyers here clearly. So I'm not expecting this to go much higher if my thought processes are correct, based purely on price analysis. I mean, everyone else would consider gold to be the place to buy, because they're selling stocks, trillions and trillions I think it was yesterday, so scary amounts. So that's why I think whoever drives these markets is trying to bring in all the buyers and then just take all their money away from them. So that's part 2.